I just stopped at this motorway service centre to get some diesel, however just got ripped off massively. They was going to get a cup of coffee out of me, but not at those prices. About an hour and a half away from destination, so let's boogie. Getting close now. And here we are, finally made it to the Midland Outdoor and Prepper Show. Midland Outdoor and Survival Prepper Show, excuse me. As you can see, really massive, fantastic turnout. I believe there's close to 70 people here already. Wow, this place is great. Been talking to a few people, yeah, meeting up with a few old friends, making some new friends. And over here, we've got something special. We have Lee Bug Out. He's turned up with a full shop, absolutely supplies. And here we are inside the campsite bug out shop. Hello Lee, how are you?
Hello. How's things?
Not too bad.
Good.
Yeah, we're just having a little look around.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff for a very, you know, small meat.
Yeah, well, it's a small selection of what I got in the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So my impromptu campsite shop.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. I think a lot of people here appreciate you doing this. You know, you come along, you know, you give them the equipment they might not have access to or would have to pay postage and packaging to.
Yeah.
So, no, it's really good. Speaking of, I'm just going to get a couple of Cool Max t-shirts down here to stop my sweaty bum from going.
Just digging in all the sizes in here, just to find the right size for yourself.
Cheers very much. Lee, I'll just grab these, please.
Yep. That's what we're having, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
What we found.
Okay, I think a couple of Cool Max t-shirts.
Yeah.
I'll have a little Silver Ranger compass, and you know what? Some lighting paper. That's fantastic stuff.
Oh,
That's my kit already.
Really good stuff this is.
Cool.
For you, sir, £39.98.
Well, thank you very much.
Your bag.
Yeah. Call it 40 and keep change.
Sure. Oh, we'll put the change in there, Will.
Yeah, sure. Brilliant. So I think I've been meaning to ask you actually, you know, since you've opened the bug out shop and everything, past how many years now? 2, 3 years? What?
5 years of
5 years.
Yeah.
There you go. And you've sort of become like a figurehead, well, to me, for prepping equipment, supplies and everything.
Yeah.
You know, and you get any sort of interviews in the papers and everything. How's that sort of like affecting business and affecting you? You know?
It's strange in a way because I never expected any of this when I first opened the shop. So yeah, I wouldn't say it was perhaps a figurehead. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah.
But
well,
I'd say more of a major celebrity than a figurehead. No, it's great really. It's great getting everybody together in a community based, and if the media are involved and showing us in good light, hopefully, I think it's great to spread the word of prepping and survival.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And no, it's been good. It's been really good.
And don't forget, you've also got your bug out show happening October
17th.
17th.
17th to 19th. Yeah.
Still some places left for that?
There's camping pitches left, I think.
Yeah.
And hammock camping anyway. I think everything else is sold out. So
yeah. So all the pitches are gone. It's hammock camping now.
Yeah.
But that's all right because it's under the solid wood frame, isn't it?
That's right.
So you're completely dry and everything.
Oh yeah.
Sweet as.
Yeah. It'll be good.
Yeah, it will be good. Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'll just get your change.
Thank you. So to be blunt, what's the future hold for Lee?
I'm going to expand the shop, hopefully, a bit bigger, the physical shop. So that will allow me to hold more stock, different items. And if we're all still here, if the World War III hasn't kicked off, just carry on going. Yeah, and hopefully do more of these shows. Yeah. And more of the bug out weekenders, and that's about it. Yeah.
That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Like I say, I think everybody here and everybody in the prep community actually appreciates what you do because you know you sell a lot of stuff that are budget items but quality.
Oh yeah.
You know, we watch the videos of you doing the unboxing.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really good. You know, you spend like an hour shoving it through, and you know, we can see there's a lot of stuff in there that's really good. A lot of stuff that's trash you throw away or donate to charity.
That's right. Yeah. But, yeah. No, I try and cover a broad range from inexpensive items to the top end because not everybody can afford the top end items. And so yeah, I try and cover all bases. That's what I try and do with kit, and only choose kit which is worthwhile.
Yeah, that's right, because you do a lot of kit reviews, and as you said, nothing you sell, if it doesn't pass quality check, goes in. Yeah?
Yeah. So if I wouldn't use it myself, I'm not going to sell it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you've got to test the equipment. Yeah.
Okay, well thank you very much. Like I say, I'm going to now explore a lot of the rest of the showground. I think there's some guys over there I haven't said hello to. I don't want to be ignorant, and I'll catch you in a minute.
Too much and you drown, not enough and you die.
Oh. And here we are at the second presentation day, doing water filtration, water.
What's line? Too much water and you drown, not enough and you die.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're doing water. Obviously, you can't find out it. It's one of those things you've all got to have. And if you're deciding to bug in, whether you're doing a mix of bugging in, moving out, or whether you're just deciding to bug out and be done with it, you know, water's water. You've all got to have it. So there's pros and cons in water. You know, I mean, we can go with light stuff, because it's got nothing in it. I can gather it as long as I've got a water source I know on my way, I can pick it up. It's relatively light. If you're at home, you're going to store it. And obviously these things weigh. You can't compress water in any single way whatsoever, so it's always going to be exactly the same size as it is at the end of the day. So for us that are going to decide to bug in, or hunker down, or stay at home, whatever you want to call it, ultimately most of us will do that at some point. So if shit hits the fan and you're deciding to bug out, you're likely to go home in the first place and grab your gear if you haven't got it with you. Not everybody's going to have their gear with them, right? For individuals, I always give them these, because I don't want them to have that. Certainly not my kids, because they have a nasty habit of swilling it around their mouth and spitting it back in the bloody bottle, which is, you know, no one wants that, do they? So I'll give them one of these. You know it. But you can go to something quite sizable, like this one down here. So it's totally up to you, but what you've got to try and think of is who's going to be handling the water. It may well be that you're happy with that, and your missus is happy with that, your partner's happy with this sort of stuff, that's fine. If you want to go for the bigger ones, again, you know, you've got to be able to handle it and not waste it. So I always go with these ones, top these ones up. The thing is, with water, you've got to store it correctly. There is no expiry date on water, so to speak. When you see a expiry date on this sort of stuff, it's the packaging, not the water. Alright? It's not to say that you store this and it gets a year past the date and the water's going to be fine inside it. It'll probably be okay, but what it is the plastic starts leaching into the water itself, alright? Forgot about that. Another water storage thing, we talked about this yesterday, for whoever hasn't been here or wasn't here yesterday, 35 quid. It's a one use thing, but it does give you 100 gallons. So if you're on the ball, before your water gets switched off, whack that in your bath, and you've got yourself a load of water that's usable. All I would say is,
if you haven't got a bath, you can also go in one of those hot showers.
Yeah, I mean, literally,
you have to fill it a little bit slower.
It's pretty mouldable to a certain degree. Obviously, it is the shape of a bath, but it will fit in the shower if you can get it in there. All I would say on that front is, think about your bath. How clean's your bath? Would any of you right now go home and lick the side of your bath? Probably not, alright? So that's why they're a good thing. So, once you've done your water at home, and you've massively calculated how much you need, you'll be shocked at how much you've got to store for 72 hours just for, say, a family of 4. The fact that you would connect that to a bottle once you've filled it, and then you can drink from it if you want. Personally, again, I don't like doing that, because whatever the bottle is you've got there, if that's wet, you'd like to get cross-contamination. It'll run down here, get in your mouth, and you don't really want it. The idea is to get clean drinking water. If you don't have any other option, then that is what you've got to do. But my recommendation at that point is to use your t-shirt, use something to dry the bottle best you possibly can of any water that you've just picked up off the ground, alright?
Hey, here we've got Weapon Collector's Ted. Let's see what he's got on store. Hello!
Hello!
So that goes there.
Yeah, calm mate.
Ah, Chris. Hey Mike, how's it going?
Oh, nice to meet you.
Cool. Nice to see your shop, man. Some good stuff here.
So we're here at the Midlands Outdoor Survival meet, aren't we, Chris?
We are absolutely, Mike. This is my first one this year. You know, I've been to the last one at Lee's and the Bug Outs, but I'm really enjoying it. So it's fantastic to see you here. You and Metallic, all the guys, really welcoming.
Got Richard Weaponsmith there.
Yeah.
Bought a bow. This is my first time at this one. This is only the second time this has been done.
Yes, it is, and it's the bigger one as well. I think the first one we only had about 30 odd people, and now we're up to 70 odd, I believe.
Oh, nice.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. That's good to be here. It's good. I hope you can hear us with the wind.
You can hear fine. The camera's just good. So, like I say, saw a bit of stuff today.
Yeah, I've been doing custom level work.
Yeah. Which house?
Yeah. So that's one of the sheaves I've been making for the MOD knives. And the sheaves you get with them are really basic. That one is, that's the copy of the MOD. So I make the sheath for it.
Yeah.
And that's a more fancy version of the sheaves. And it's just giving people an idea of what they can buy. Because obviously that's Steve's one, this is Metallic one. Yeah, custom level work. So on there are some leather key rings I made, and the rabbit feet and ears are actually a rabbit that I shot. Me and Metallic had it for dinner, and she made the parts into key rings.
That's pretty sweet, that. Mike, I absolutely get knives, I get the weapon collector, 100%, but what actually got you to leather work?
So the leather work was basically just a need for sheaves, really. I started making the knives from the weed slashers and stuff like that, and for years I was put off by leather work because I thought it would be very, very difficult to do. And it's not easy, but when you get into it and learn the techniques, it is reasonably easy to make something that's very good quality, I think. So yeah, and then I actually really, really like it now. So, as I say, for a long time I didn't want to do it. But yeah, I love doing a bit of leather work now, and you can make some beautiful items.
Never been like the second
What's that?
Hey, now this is just what I need. Proper sink, nothing to do my washing up in. Because inevitably, when camping, you're gonna make some mess. Speaking of mess, the toilets here are pretty good. Drop facility using sawdust. Yeah, cover it up. Very clean, very nice. There's sanitizing liquid to use. Yeah, very impressive facilities for a camping site. Very happy. Right, let's go see if we can speak to a couple more organisers. I think Cat Mitchell might be somewhere around.
Margin is at 10 or 15% before.
Hi, Shava, how's it going?
Alright, how you doing?
I want to say thank you very much for setting this up. Yeah, it means a lot to me, bringing everyone together like this. You know, it's a nice central location. I just wanted to ask you about the organisation of everything. You know, sort of started like last year and it's happened, yeah?
Yeah, basically, off of the old press meetings that used to happen. And, right, this, you know, the whole ethos of all this is to bring people together and share skills and dreams and try and build a community. So we had a lot of various discussions, you know, obviously the members here, and then we organised the Facebook page. And it sort of started off slow, and then it grew and it grew, and then off the back of that we had other groups start setting up, and it was like, this is what we want to do. We want to promote, because not everybody can get to a central location. Through conversations with the various groups, we've all sort of we come up with it. Well, first of all, we didn't want Prepper in the name, so Midland Outdoor Survival was the name of that. We come up with that. It sounds more welcoming and not so much tin hatty. And that's what we're not about politics and all the rest of it. It's just none of that. You come here and we leave all that stuff behind. So then the others have come under the same umbrella, as it were. You know, we don't control them. It's just we're all basically networked. And now we've got them dotted up and down the country. I've not been able to come to the other meets because of work commitments and such, but I've done the recce on this with the boys. I have stayed up here with my son before, so I know the area. And it is pretty central. It's 2 hours for me. Most people can get here within a few hours. But now we're catering and it is expanding. We're going to get up and down the country. And it is, I mean, I've never seen a group come together so quickly within the space of a year and be so sociable. Yeah. The old prepper meets, what used to be, they were sociable, but there was no what's the word when you bring them all, nobody was coming together.
They didn't gel, yeah?
Yeah, it didn't gel. So the whole idea is to get people, doesn't matter what your background, what your views, leave them all at home, come here, learn. This is, as it goes on, this is going to get better. I was supposed to be doing nav, but until I can get some qualifications in place to take people out of nav, it's not going to happen, obviously for safety reasons. But yeah, it's just sharing skills and networking.
Yeah, well, like I say, I want to say I felt really welcomed. I've never felt anyone sort of turning back on me. Sit down by the fire, chatting away. It's been a laugh, and sharing beers and everything last night. Yeah. It was great. I'd encourage anyone.
Yeah, there's no egos here at all, and all are welcome. All. I mean, yesterday was nice to see kids running around. They've never met each other before. They're playing, and that's what it's about. That is the whole ethos of the whole thing. It's about sharing skills and passing on knowledge.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm going to get on and have a little chat with a few more people and see what's happening. I think that's solar down there.
Yeah, solar's going on at the moment.
Yeah, and see what's if they've got another one afterwards. Yeah. Thank you again.
No, and you. Nice to see you.
Take care.
Thank you.
What I want to talk to you today about is something different. What it's not really talked about much by British preppers compared to our American cousins across the pond, is situational awareness, hostile environment awareness, and basically hostile environment awareness is taught primarily to the likes of doctors who are working without borders, journalists, military contractors who are working in hostile environments abroad. And the course that they do is around about between 3 to 5 days, and it involves multiple instructors, multiple subjects. Okay, so what I've done is try to compress the subject to give it more of a UK prepper based system. If the city's in the UK and you've got to get out of the city, or you've got to move from A to B in a bug out type situation, and just generally if you're bugging in and you have to go out anywhere and collect resources and stuff like that. What happens during riots? You always get the reprobates who then try to go and break into all the shops and steal the TVs and toilet bowl. So that can cause troubles in itself, and violence can erupt from that as well. Okay, people killing each other in America, people shoot each other just for the TV. Right? Hostile groups. When we hear about gangs in cities, we all think, a lot of people think they're just thugs and drug addicts, just like that, but they're not. They are organised. They know exactly what they want, where to get it, and how to coerce people into giving it to them.
Like I said when we were doing the foraging yesterday, you can use simple things like blackthorn and hawthorn to build a natural barrier, but it also feeds you and it gives you resources such as wood and stuff like that. That's a completely different subject. Camouflage your supplies. What you'll go through is caching. Don't have your supplies all in one place. Maybe have some in an obvious area that so if someone breaks into your house, you're going to go straight to your kitchen and look for your supplies in your kitchen, because generally everyone keeps their food in the kitchen or out to the garage where the freezer is or whatever. So have some supplies in those places so that when they do come in, they find them and then they Oscar Foxtrot, because they don't want to be hanging, people don't want to be hanging around. They're not like in the movies where they hold the family hostage and everything like that. They might do, but generally they wouldn't. They'll come in, snatch what they can and scoot and go and find somewhere else doing that. So if you've given them something to take, let them take it, because your main supplies are elsewhere, either in the attic or buried in your garden or whatever.
And also they started a mini fire in the queue for getting water. And there's families themselves.
Perfect example. And it's just
One I heard where they went round dropping the water off in a van, and then early on people blocked off the van, took all the water because they wanted to flush their toilets.
Yeah.
So your drinking water is going down to the bottom.
so for us with regards to environmental awareness is when we have these breakdowns of infrastructure, we might lose bridges. People start to leave the county and go elsewhere. They might have family in, if they live in Lincolnshire, they might have family in Manchester or Scotland, and they all start piling out, and that means the roads get busier, you get gridlocked, people are then stuck on the roads. If it's winter and there's snow, you've just seen it on the M4 every bloody year. We have massive bloody queues of traffic and people running out of fuel. It happened in Pembrokeshire back in 2010. We had literally half an inch of snow, and we had people panicking because the radio showed the local radio station was telling people to go home early from work, and it was fucking chaos. In a hostile environment, you may have been in a kidnap situation. You might be blindfolded, you might be shoved in the back of a van. Can you hear church bells? Can you hear people bloody wailing on a speaker or anything like that as you're driving down the road? Can you go over a bridge? Can you feel bumps in the road? What I'm trying to get at is you need to start engaging your five senses. The Americans call it, and sometimes it's getting off the X. So if something happens there, you go that way. You go that way. You go that way. But a lot of people, especially these days, they're like this. Boom! Oh, video.
Yeah. And went straight towards the bloody explosion. I've seen it happen.
Or they're walking around
100,000
constantly. When I talk about situational awareness, we say, get your head off the 45, because they're walking around like this. Yeah? You've got the hoodie on, and people walking around with the hood, they've lost about 3/4 of their hearing, especially from behind. And when we look at statistics about people being attacked, it's about 60% of the time people are attacked from behind. Okay? With that we get unpredictable population behaviours. Okay? So in rural areas, generally speaking, farmers all speak to their farmers meetings and young farmers clubs and all that, so they all know each other. Whereas in small towns and villages, and I live in a small town, and we've only spoken to 2 sets of neighbours once, twice in 10 years, because everyone keeps themselves to themselves these days. Okay? And they might seem like really nice people, but if they know that you're a prepper and you've got all your stuff and they've got street FA, where they come in when shit hits the fan, they come straight to your door, and they might get violent about it. Happens with families. Families fight each other over resources.
So guys, we're almost at the end of the meet. We've got a few more days to go. I myself really enjoyed it, and I hope everybody here did as well. So if you haven't missed the meet, don't worry, stand by for dates for 2026 to be released very shortly. And until next time, be prepared, stay prepared.
You need to do this. So what do I need to do? I just need to lay it out and then think about how am I going to suspend it. Well, being a good prepper, I've already pre-designated I'm going to put on each corner. These are called jungle knots. You tend to have screen on them. What that does then allows you to pull it up slightly. And you then fix it. I don't know how this is going to go. Yeah, also try to. So, 10 pegs. I typically carry 10 of these. Why 10? Because if it didn't have trees, I might need bivvy poles, and those bivvy poles, you can need a couple to hold them down. And why is there a loop? The loop's there that it goes through one of your elastic grommets. And the idea is that then this is always permanently attached to your bivvy. So if you have to break camp in a hurry, because somebody's going to come along and spoil your day, now you might want to pre-do this, or you might want to keep them that you've got options and choices, as our friend Chris would say, because you don't know where you're going to place your bivvy. You don't know how you're going to hide. I'm going to run out of space, aren't I? Find a simple tree or whatever, lift it off, and then pop that, then tie it off in place. Right underneath where I was going to place it. Lee, can you do us a favour? Can you put my grommet out for me? You're a star. Keep going. Fantastic.
I wish you'd Elijah.
That is just got to be. What happened? That was a tree in the way. That's just lucky. Again, exactly the same. Anybody seen this before? Quite popular in the bushcraft community. Lean-to. Hopefully what I'm showing you is that you can move your configurations around. It's very forgiving. You can do lots of things with it. It's flexible. And it can be changed very quickly depending upon the situation you find yourself in. Some people like this, where we then pull it out and then holds that in place as well, because it gives him a little protection area.
Hello. Cool. Just getting my pilot back from yesterday. Yeah, it was nice to donate a little something, because I understand a lot of people brought stuff along, donated to the party, so we could all have a bit of something to it. That's a great thing. I just want to say, like I said, a big thank you to organising all this. I mean, this kitchen's amazing. It's not an easy thing to do. All these people come along with basic tents and everything,
Right.
and you've got the whole shebang, haven't you?
It is a combination of us and another one of our guys from the group kit. So we bring the cook, they bring the wash, and between us, we have a fully functioning kitchen.
Yeah, and I understand you've got next year already planned out?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's same time or?
So we're going 26th of August next year.
Yeah.
So we don't do that actually. Hagen.
Oh yeah.
On the other side of the field.
Then with the drums on.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Although it's really therapeutic.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't expecting this many people.
No.
So it's like when they said, okay, you have to share field, it's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
As how many people turned up, I think next year for the sake of option, we're going to move it 2 weeks forward
Yeah.
so that we can have the whole field.
This field again?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really good. The only thing I found about this place, sat nav was useless.
Yeah,
Just left that stupid road, and it was like the other farm, Selling Farm, whatever.
Yeah.
Twice, yeah. It was like, I don't get this.
Yeah, so we did put on the Facebook group that even though the road says it's closed, you
That's
need
I
to
saw
take
that bit,
down,
yeah.
but yeah.
But,
And
my
the other one is
navigation's
the
like-
other one around here. They're all local. They know everybody. They get the farm name.
Yeah.
Say the farmer. They say Bob's, and they all go, oh yeah, Bob's. We know.
So we did that.
We did that the third time we were, and they were looking at it like you were from the planet. And then I said Bob, Big Bob, and they're like, oh right, yeah, there we go. So that was loud.
I mean, but just something so bad here. I've been washing up down the bottom. You've got like, was it 1, 2, 3 sets of toilets?
It's working farm, so we get students.
Yeah.
And since we've been here the last year, they bought the water access up this field around the control in there.
Yeah.
And we've had a chat with the owner. I've known Bob for 6, 7 years. They said, look, if you want to get your lot on here to help out, it's kind of swings around about. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So we're like, yeah, alright, that's cool. So hopefully by next year you'll have some more sinks up this side of the bed. Anything we can do to improve it, it's going to be a winner either
The
way.
equipment is just having to find other people to do it.
And I think that's every year, and it will just get bigger, better, more organised.
Oh yeah.
Especially people who do the organised.
Yeah, we feel like what brings things together. Help.
We kind of figure out what days people have, because people have their kids on certain weekends, or so we are family oriented. So if you want to bring your children, there is a designated children's area where there's just a load of things that you can do, activities on the table, and depending on what age they are, whether an adult sit with them. It's not too far from the demo area, so you can still, and with it being in front of where the demos are, when you're looking at the front, you can then glance to the left slightly and see where the children's area is.
That's a really good thing.
And if you don't, if they're okay, then you don't need to sit with them. You can still hear the demos, though, if you are having to sit with them. So it kind of translates between.
Any final words for the people who might want to come next time?
Yeah, find Midland Outdoor Survival on Facebook, and all the relevant information will be on that. So yeah, and the dates we put in virtually every single prepping group on Facebook and on the internet. Simple as. We're not that hard to find, because I think if you actually type prepper into Google, we come out first, top of the list at the minute.
We are Facebook, we are Google recommended now. We've had
Yeah,
a few
that's it.
people join in saying that Google have recommended them when they've put in that they want to meet in their local area.
And the Facebook page is public. We're not one of those secret squirrel things.
Absolutely not.
It's just easy to find us.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to use Facebook, you can just go through the browser, go through Google, have a look. You don't have to sign up, but to be able to participate, ask questions, you do need to sign. And there are a few group admin rules just profile picture, you know, things like that. Obviously, if you are looking into the group like that, we do check that you're not got a hidden political agenda, because we're all about sharing information. Some of the information you find on YouTube, but I am a learner by doing. I can read all the books and still don't get it, but if I'm doing it, and that's why our guys come and show, let you have a little go, talk you through, ask questions. It's having that almost one-to-one access.
You've seen the demo.
Yeah, I think that's the way most people learn, by doing rather than reading.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hands on. Yeah. Very, very hands on.
Cool. Right, well, thank you very
The
much.
cooking bit is, if you don't want to eat with us, that's fine, bring your own food, but we try and have a communal area so you can get to know us, have a chat with us, and it's just great for conversation.
And the big fire pit's a winner.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I had a few too many beers last night.
Me too. What are you going on about, Phil? Going right down.
It was the fireball that came out.
Oh yeah, killer. But yeah, other than that, saw it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.